welcome to Daytona International Speedway, qualifying just underway for the Golden Eagle Syrup Superspeedway Series. See the 8 truck of Ethan Evers rolling out on track. Colin Teague, 51 Ford, he's hauling tail. On to the racing surface he goes for his warm-up lap. Let's see if he runs his truck up high or down low. Looks like he is high on the straight, which that's common. We'll see if he stays up there. Probably will. And does. Way up by the wall. Let's check in on Lenny. Hello, Chrissy. Hope your Friday's going good. Lenny running that warm-up lap right up there at the white line on the left side tires. Lenny starts his first official lap. Should see trucks like Ethan Evers getting close to putting their first lap down, but obviously he's running up high, so his lap of record likely to be lap 2 unless he has an issue. Tyler Smith in the 74 heads out on track. He's won the pole most of the races in the Super Speedway Series this season. We'll see if he repeats. Storming out on track. Hello, Red Cell. Welcome on in. We'll put the center of the truck on the white line. Right around the bottom to start his first lap. Lap ones have trickled in for folks like Lenny, Howell, Evers, and Greg Koloff. Trying to learn how to say his name. Newcomer to the series. Trenton Steed goes P5. Trenton always a lap 2 qualifier. But this here from Talon shows me he's going to be a lap 1 qualifier. All the way around the bottom through 1 and 2. TJ Foy with the Prime Gaming. Appreciate you so much, TJ. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I see you just made it in time. Glad to have you out tonight. We'll have some extra races at the end of the night for Friday Fun Night. Giving away a $10 iRacing credit card. iRacing credits. That's what I meant. Talon down on the apron. Back to the straight. And survey says 51.879 on lap number 1. See if he shuts it off or runs it on lap 2. Up the hill he goes a bit, but he is going to do it on lap number 1. Alex Lenny also had his fastest lap on his first lap. Nathan Harper, he put up his quickest lap on the second lap. As did Ethan Evers in 4th. Zach McBride in 6th. He was quicker on his first lap. Trenton quickest on his second lap. Currently sits 7th. Montrose completed his run. Edwards might be the last one we're waiting for. DJ Johnson clocks in 14th. Mikey to the apron. 51.962 puts him 4th. It's like Talon going to be your pole sitter in that 74 truck once again. As we watched him run his quali lap. Now it won't show anybody on track because of the final few seconds, but EJ Johnson, yep, not even him. Not going to show anybody. So 22 trucks, JRD Silton out, so 21 will start the race. We'll let the field file up here.
Points within lap 31, 1 faster car. 6 people don't want to show up the race. Joe, you're racing Zach. Good luck.
Good luck. Just good luck. He'll get out there. I'll show you Nathan Harper, who's the highest one on the grid up there. There's that Chick-fil-A Ford. Waiting on trucks to roll out onto the grid. We got about 6 trucks still missing, including 2 in the top 4. There's Mikey, so we're still waiting on Talon. Eventually we'll be able to give you our starting lineup, but it's hard to do without our pole sitter. You can get the layer 12 music kicked off though. Starting lineup grid will be presented by our friends in Labor 12, rock band out of Lubbock, Texas. Hopefully you enjoy their music.
To reload his grip pack? For real.
Grip packs in the Superspeedway race? Really? Maybe in the 87s. I don't think it'll matter a whole lot in trucks. Alright, we'll go roll through our starting lineup. Talon Smith, your pole sitter. Nathan Harper in the 7 will start in second. Chick-fil-A
Wait, that
Ford.
wasn't Team Channel?
Alex Linney in the 42 Factory Setup Chevrolet starts in the 3rd spot. Mike Edwards, the Fort Worth Screen Printing Labor 12 Ford, starts in the 4th spot. Ethan Evers, Dockside Reynolds Chevy, starts in 5th. Christopher Howell in the, I can't read that, 1111, it's Tech for Troops, I think. He'll have a 82 Toyota out there, even though it says 88 on the truck. It'll be 82 on your scoreboard, so keep that in mind going forward. Zach McBride in the number 12 Monster Juice Toyota starts in the 7th spot. Trent Steed, the Steed Tombstone Game Farm Chevrolet, starts in the 8th spot. Newcomer Greg Koloff, he's got his Gator Hydraulics Chevrolet starting in the 9th spot. Ian Montrose in the Homelander Chevy will start 10th. Ashton Tackwell, the ITC Chevrolet, starts in the 11th spot. Will Spark, welcome back, Will. Been a while since you've been out on a Friday night. It's got the Push and Daisy's Friday Pilot Club Mean Chevrolet in the 12th spot. Colin T, the Join Bass Pro Ford, rolls off in the 13th spot. EJ Johnson, the Skeletor Toyota. We made him a paint scheme and everything, but they didn't give it to him in time, so sorry about that, EJ. a little busy before the race with the other race. Sorry about that, buddy. We'll get it to you by next week. TJ Floyd in the Hexclad Chevrolet. He'll start in 15th. Chris Walsh, the Jim Beam Chevrolet, starts in 16th. Mark Mann, the Wrangler Chevrolet, starts 17th. JR Deal's doing race control, so he won't be 18th. Jeremy Scherer, the DoorDash Toyota, will start in 19th. Will Ashbrander Fort Worth Screen Chevrolet starts in 20th. Troy Burke in the plain 01 blue and teal machine starts in 21st. Joe Monahan, the Toyota starts in 22nd. 22 trucks. One of them is race control, so 21 out on the track. Check out our brackets for tonight while we have a moment. Montrose and Trenton are in a battle. He's 8th and 10th right now. We have Corey Deal and Joe Monahan. I don't see Corey on track, so I guess Monahan advances. Jeremy Scherer versus Dave Hoisman. I don't think Dave's here, so that means Scherer advances. It also says Dave Hoisma versus Jeremy Scherer versus Talon Smith, so that's really confusing. Only Joe and Zach? Alright. Green flag out in the air. We are streaming off to turn number 1. Talon Smith, Nathan Harper, Alex Linney, where we're used to seeing them 1, 2, 3 in these Super Speedway series of races. We'll see if the other folks can mount a comeback and challenge that trio. They've been very potent on Super Speedway races. Work their team game to perfection. To the back of the field, starting to get single file. They look like they want to get into formation and kind of make it to later in the race before they get all racy. Inside lane, you have Talon Smith. I believe that's Alex Linney. Ethan Evers lined up first 3 trucks inside. Outside is Nathan Harper blinking. Mike Edwards, and then the 82, Christopher Howell. Thanks, JR. Got a little extra labor 12 there. And the 7 of Harper will clear down in front of his teammates. Now we'll see if Snead, Howell, and Edwards can work to the high line. Ford's leading both lanes, being pushed by Toyotas in both lanes. And Mike Edwards gets turned down the track. And that's going to be our first caution.
Oh, made it through.
There's the caution. Took a minute.
Can I get a light here for crossing the pit line?
Yeah, I need one as well.
To Edwards here. That is so loud. It's making it louder. Oh, Alex Linney on the inside line gets up into Mike Edwards and turns him. I don't know what Linney had going on here, but just goes up in the trioval by almost a full truck lift up into Mike Edwards on the outside line. Quite a few trucks hitting that pit lane corner. They have to have their penalties cleared. Yeah, 42 truck just goes up into Edwards and turns him down. Evers and Lenny both go into the pit lane. I wonder if Lenny got bored? Just drifted up the track or what? Alex Linney wrecking quite a few people there. He went to the pit lane, used his fast repair, it looks like. Well, no, the right side's still crinkled in. Maybe check the damage? But he's still got damage on that right side. Probably try to save that fast repair because it wasn't too much of a front end hit for him. Here comes everybody because the fuel game is going to be in play. See who takes fuel, who decides to wait for tires, because tires, they get unlimited sets of tires. They could take them every time if they wanted to, but they'll lose track position doing it. So why we give them that option? Talon just overdrove his box a little bit. Allen gets out ahead of Harper. Christopher Howell 3rd, Trenton Snead 4th, Jeremy Scherer 5th, TJ Floyd 6th. All those cars fuel only. EJ Johnson will come out in 7th. Ashton Sackwell 8th. Looks like Colin Teague 51 will come out in 9th. Asherbrenner, Teague and Asherbrenner and Teckwell all took tires, as did Will Spark. Mark Mann had a little damage to work on in the 04 truck. Not much, so he is already back out. And the rest of the truck is still sitting on the pit lane. Chris Walsh finally rolling. 36-second stop for him to fix some damage. Troy Burke, same story in the 0-1. McBride even longer on the pit lane, 51 seconds to repair damage. Alex Linney sat there 45 seconds. Ian Montrose goes around Linney. Joe Monahan rolls off the pit lane. Mike Edwards a whole minute trying to work on the 14 Ford. Edwards' teammate Ethan Evers, a minute 15 seconds. Got a lot to repair on that truck. '93, there he is, still sitting there. Leaders aren't too far away. Looks like Trenton might come down and top off the tank. We'll see. And it looks like he is. Trenton in the 81. Come back down from 5th place. Top off the tank. Probably get to the back of the field and avoid some of what just happened. Asherbranner, the 04 of Man, 18 Walsh, all coming back down. As it gives us a lovely view of the back of the pits. Terrific job with the cameras there. Good. Yep, there we go. 18 missed his box. Walsh had to back up to get his fuel topped off. Montrose a bit of a longer stop on this second one, even though we're probably 1 to green here. He's got quite a bit of right side and rear end damage on that one, so he's probably trying to get as much of that fixed. But you see the lights are out on the pace car. We are already halfway back to the restart. Montrose is going to have to hustle that truck around, or he is going to end up a lap down. '93, you see, has that right front edge. Team needs to try and pull that fender over that tire. Montrose just now heading down and out. Heading into 1. Field about to enter 3, but about half the speed. It's going to be an uphill battle to see if Montrose can catch the back. He's going to have to hustle. Field in middle of 3 and 4. Looks like the 93 is caught up. Montrose just now entering 3. Pace car is about to duck off. Montrose should be showing up at the back of the screen right about there. He did a great job catching the field. Well timed there as the pace car heads off. We are going back racing. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Talon Smith on the low side, Harper on the high side. Then you have Howell in the 88/82. Jeremy Scherer in the 15. And TJ Floyd in the 49. All those trucks grouped up at the front. A bit of a gap back to EJ Johnson and Mike Edwards on the high side. Edwards drops down in the low lane. And leaves just Harper and the 15. Jeremy Scherer on the outside. Now some more trucks hopping up there. Edwards, Johnson, Will Spark. That's Zach McBride. Haven't said his name much tonight. He's moved up into the top 10. Then we have a blinker. Oh, it's the leader. Talon Smith having a bit of a moment. It looks like the outside line wanting to push Harper out in front of Talon. Harper would then probably drop low. And teammate Alex Lenny back in 10th. After coming down to fix all that damage. Sees the 5th truck inside line, the matte black, purple, and pink 42. Howell shoving Talon Smith out there, a couple Toyotas. Jeremy Scherer gets his Toyota up into the outside wall. That's going to cost him in second in that outside line. Will Spark fills the gap. Now the 12, McBride looking to make it 3 wide. As he pushes 45 up out of the group, the same way the 45 did the 15. McBride becomes the 3rd truck in line, outside line. Howell's going to drop down in front of Talon. Christopher Howell leading the field in the 82. Harper leads the outside line. Trenton told us we could go about 15 laps on fuel, so we'll keep that in mind. It's been 4 laps since we turned them loose again. Harper gets out to the lead. He'll lead this lap in the Chick-fil-A Ford. Harper, a 2-time winner in the Truck Series. Trying to pick up one here in the Golden Eagle Syrup Superspeedway Series. Oh, Will Spark with a big bobble there. Field works their way down the backstretch. Talon comes disconnected from the 82. Outside line should get a pretty good push here off turn number 4. Although Will Spark a little far back. Third truck in line does matter. Harper's still able to lead that lap. Back to the turn number 1 we go. All this matters because there is a bonus for most laps led. So every time you're able to pick one up there, you should. Like Chris Walsh, Will Ashburn decided to go to the back of the pack. Harper drops down in front of Christopher Howell. Barely had enough room. That was very, very tight. Will Spark and the truck behind him, I believe that was Jeremy Scherer, both dancing side to side. Scherer, I think, trying to keep up with Spark's tailgate. Spark being a bit of a dart without feathers at the moment, going side to side behind Zach McBride in that high line. That's allowed Howell to push the 7 of Harper out into the lead. A little surprised Talon hasn't jumped out to that outside. Normally he's pretty impatient. Finally has an opportunity to move up, and he hasn't. It's TJ Floyd right behind him. Now TJ Floyd's going to do what I thought Talon would do. He'll jump up in front of that outside line. Christopher Howell appears to be thinking the same thing. He keeps peaking high, and there he goes. Kind of telegraphed his move a few times, and that's going to allow Harper and the 74 of Talon to get back together. Those two are teammates. .24, the only one in the way of those teammates. Ashton Tackwell on the inside line, and the 24 ITC truck between Talon Smith and Alex Linney. Love when the trucks blast by the camera like that. I believe Jeremy Scherer may have just touched the wall in the 15. The outside line falling apart. As Christopher Howell gets the push from TJ Floyd. They're 1-2. Spark and McBride not really getting much of a run going up the top. Ethan Evers, Mike Edwards, they've joined the top lane. Jeremy Scherer and Joe Monahan also in that top lane, but a little farther back, not really helping the draft. Inside is leader Howell, TJ Floyd's second. And the 7 of Harper, 74 of Talon Smith, 24 Ashton Tackwell, 42 of Linney, 51 Colin Teague. All lined up on the inside nose to tail. Look at our top 3. They have gone single file out in front of the field. Gonna have to say it, I kind of like the patience being displayed so far by the team of Talon Smith, Nathan Harper, and Alex Linney. Linney did have that one mistake early in the race, but this is far better than we've seen from them in past. They made a lot of enemies doing some boneheaded moves early in the race. Maybe the squad is turning over a new leaf and trying to have a little bit better representation. So the 12 of McBride has made it up past the 49, and now he's going for the lead with the push from the 8 of Ethan Evers. Outside line finding a ton of speed here. At the line, that was very close. Looked like McBride had it by 1/1000th of a second officially at the line. Having one hell of a finish. TJ Floyd, a little side-to-side action going on there. He's going to get back out of the field. Oh my gosh, Ethan Evers down in front of the 88/82. Very close. Now Mike Edwards leads the outside line with a push from Jeremy Scherer. 89 of Monahan, the 01 of Burke, and the 51 of Colin Teague all on the outside lane. Zach McBride gets an official lap led into 12. Here comes Edwards with the push from Scherer. Field makes their way down the backstretch. We're about 12 laps into this run for the trucks that didn't come back and top off the tank. 14 Edwards goes down in front of McBride. Outside now is Scherer and the 89 of Monahan. Monahan's had some issue this season with keeping the truck in a straight line. See him dancing a little bit here, but nowhere near as bad as we've seen him before. Hopefully he's been working on that. Maybe lowered his wheel sensitivity or something. Give him a little help. That steering ratio can really mess with if you leave it at like a 10 or 8 to 1. You can get it up to that 14, 16. It's much more comfortable when you're in the draft. And the inside line just pulls away as there's no push. And Harper drops down on the inside. What's going on with the Chick-fil-A truck? Maybe he didn't like the way things were shaping up, but he backed out of it. Talon Smith backs out of it too. He might be trying to regroup that team. You see Talon and Linney are together now. Tackwell and Harper. As everyone starts to go single file, I think they're getting ready for pit stops. Troy Burke now the only truck on the high line. Harper's going to go up there and get a bit of draft. Harper may tuck in between Tackwell and Smith, and does so. So now the three teammates are all lined up. Edwards, the 12 of McBride, the 8 of Evers, 82 Christopher Howland, 15 Jerry Sherry, your top 5. These trucks start eyeing their pit lap number, and that is why they have all gone single file. Let's go ahead and get the driver chat in.
Going high, Will.
See when trucks start wanting to pit. Montrose and Greg Koloff, those two trucks had all that damage and caught the field late. They're still in a lead lap, drafting one another, but 37 seconds behind the field. Lost the main pack. 19 trucks still in the lead pack. This is where we thought they would have to start pitting. Lap 15 on the fuel run. According to Trenton, this was the lap, and they are organizing for it. Gotta love that shot. So cool. Edwards, McBride, Evers as we close in on the pit stop. Green flag stops. Everyone make it on manageably. There goes the 12 McBride. Edwards going to stay out. 15 of Scherer goes in. The 91 of Johnson's headed in. Looks like 3 trucks peeled off to hit the pit lane. Greg Koloff had already gone down the pit lane.
Pitting.
Should see a slew of them here.
Pitting. 82 pitting.
I don't believe it. Me and two pit stop.
89 pit.
I don't know what that means. There's Ian Montrose ahead pitting. And here comes half the field right behind him. Montrose that close to being a lap down. No, the 82 is going to spin. Noses. Does not touch the inside wall. Just spins out. He's going to lose a ton of time in the draft, but the truck should be okay. 82 with brake bias maybe a little offset. Gets it out of shape. So 7 trucks stay on the track. It's going to be Talon Smith, Nathan Harper, Alex Lindy, Mark Mann, TJ Floyd, Troy Burke, and Trenton Sneed. All getting an extra lap in.
Hitting this lap.
Harper probably wants to get down in front of TJ Floyd, and there he goes. Trenton probably does not want to stay out. He would be the only truck, and I think he noticed that, so he's coming down, and all 7 of these guys head into the pit lane. We're going to go 4 wide onto the pits. Why not? The 04 of Mann gets in there really, really hot. We'll see if he was able to slow it down in the 04. or if he picks up a penalty there. Looks like the 93 still on the pit lane. Maybe getting more damage repair for that machine. So we go back and pick up the field as they are getting up to speed. I think Tackwell's still in that draft, but only barely. Joe Monahan in the 89 definitely doesn't have the front pack, but he is about to get overhauled by Jeremy Scherer, Zach McBride, and the 18 of Walsh. So those four have to try and work together and catch the lead group. And here goes the other 7 trucks back out onto the racing surface. They are going to be a little bit slower than the trucks that are already up to speed. Should see this field blow by them. And here they come. Mike Edwards and company blowing past trucks that just came up the pit lane. They're also past Ian Montrose. Ian probably took his fast repair there, and he did. That truck looks brand new now, but he is going a lap down. Mike Edwards jumps out to the lead, and now it looks like...
I'm clear, go low, go.
Now it looks like the field's getting all single file and back together again. Alex Linney. They're going to have to work to stay up there. Trenton and Linney. They are right on the cusp of losing the draft. They're going to have to work hard. And it looks like they are just now getting back into the draft, so they should be okay. But that was a close call for these two trucks nearly falling out of the draft. And I believe that's the 93 of Greg Koloff behind him. Truck is 3 laps down. Edwards and Evers lead. Will Spark in 3rd. Colin Teague 4th. Ashton Tackwell 5th. And then you have this 3-wide battle between Mark Van, Jerry Scherer, and the 12 of McBride. Odd time to go 3 wide, but here they are. I believe a lot of guys are trying to save fuel as much as they can. I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. Just don't think we'll be able to save a pit stop. McBride really wanting to make moves. Gets up to the outside line. Has 15 of Scherer. I believe CJ Floyd in the 49 up there with them. Sometimes hard to see over the other trucks. So 3 trucks in the outside line. Trying to push up to the front. Edwards goes up there to cut him off. A bit early to be blocking, but he decided he wanted to. Not a very advised move. Now the 12 drops down in front of Ethan Evers. Now Edwards leads the outside line with Jeremy Scherer. And Zach McBride takes over the lead of the race on the inside line with Ethan Evers. Talon Smith and company back here lurking. Smith in 10th, Harper 11th. And you have Monahan, Walsh, and Linney. They did catch up to the pack. Trenton Sneed in 15th. Troy Burke has lost the pack in the 01. Currently 16th, still in the lead lap. Then you have E.J. Johnson, Christopher Howell. Howell, we saw him spin onto the pit lane. This is how far back he fell. Back to 18th and out of the lead pack. And you have Will Asher-Renner. Those 3 trucks still in the lead lap. Ian Montrose is in this pack, 1 lap down. As that outside line's picked up another couple trucks. Colin Teague, Ashton Tackwell up there. Scherer having some blinking. Colin Teague darts to the bottom. Scared me. Oh, there they go. Wrecking once again.
What the fuck was that? Yeah.
And what the F was that is dropped?
You are the dumbest driver on this seven.
That's a bit harsh. The green
Come on,
flag is still out. I don't know how that works out. Wow. The 12 went up to block and the 8 was already there. And that's what brought all that out. Tackwell gets the lap led.
Yeah, I guess no caution for that. That's great.
I don't know how there wasn't a caution. There's so many trucks in there.
That's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
That coming from Will Spark was pretty funny. Will's done some really stupid stuff.
Thank you.
TJ Floyd working outside Ashton Tackwell. Jeremy Scherer giving him the push.
We got it.
Alex Linney has lost the lead pack in the 42. All that work he did to catch up with Trenton, now he has fallen out of the draft. Leaves 10 trucks in the main pack. Will spark an extended stay on the pit lane, 2 laps down so far. It's like Chris Howell, EJ Johnson,
Let's
Mike
not do that
Edwards,
again,
Will
please.
Asher-Renner, Troy Burke, Zach McBride, Ethan Evers. They've all tried to stay together in this second pack. Closing in on halfway, we'll give out points at the end of lap 30. Ashton Tackwell going to start the lap 30 in the lead. See if he can finish there and pick up 10 points on the season. TJ Floyd, Jeremy Scherer, trying to have something to say about that on the outside line. Along with Talon Smith and Nathan Harper. Ten trucks still in this lead pack. All 10 of them would get a point at least at halfway. As long as they don't crash. And it looks like Tackwell going to pick up the halfway leader bonus. 10 points going to Tackwell. 10 for Tackwell, 9 for Teague, 8 for Floyd, 7 for Mann, 6 for Scherer, 5 for Monahan, 4 for Smith, 3 for Harper, 2 for Walsh, and 1 point to Trenton Sneed. Half of the race complete, half to go. Should see at least one more stop. One cycle of green flag stops have been completed. The pack with EJ Johnson and company in 12th on back are catching Alex Linney.
Sorry. You're all good. Appreciate it.
Now McBride leads that pack. Now Johnson leads that pack. What's going on back here? They're double filing, catching Alex Linney. But not catching the lead pack anymore. They were briefly. They are racing 19 seconds behind the lead pack.
Last one, dude.
Colin Teague out on the outside. Tackwell leads ahead of Mann. Joe Monahan, TJ Floyd. And Talon Smith, Nathan Harper. They've been behaving today. Colin Teague drops in the 7th spot. Ahead of Chris Walsh, Jeremy Scherer, and the 81 of Trenton Sneed. Those trucks all lined up nose to tail in the top 10. And you have McBride. He's fallen all the way back to this other group. McBride set off that massive accident that didn't even ring out a yellow. That's why all these trucks are all the way back here. If they can stay in line and stop doing what Christopher Howell is doing, they might be able to make up some ground. They don't seem to want to do that. Now Howell drops back in. Troy Burke now the one that wants to be out. They're going to have to get in line, get this thing organized. They might be able to make up some ground. 19.16 behind. Talon Smith jumps out of line. Harper stays in line. Rare to see the teammates not go with one another. No one went with Talon. Harper stayed in line. Like all trucks in line are content to let him fall to the back. Now Harper drops out. Well, that is deliberate to get in position for pitting. I think Trenton's biding his time. That's why he let Talon in front of them. Ashton Tackwell picking up laps led in the 24. Mark Mann second. Joe Monahan third. See, Monahan still having a little bit of issue with keeping that truck straight in the drafts. Looks like Will Sparks' truck still under heavy repairs in the 45. Sits on the pit lane over 6 minutes. Currently in 21st spot. Greg Koloff 20th, 3 laps down. Ethan Evers 1 lap down in 19th. He did hit the pit lane. I believe took fast repair and filled up the tank. That truck must have been off the pace. Couldn't keep up. He's out there with Ian Montrose.
12 hitter next time off.
In this big pack. McBride, it's been 14 laps since he's been to the pit lane. He's going to come down. If he pits here, then I'll probably pit again with 13 to go. We'll see if some guys try to run it long, hoping for a caution getting on the pit lane. None of the top group pit. It's like Walsh goes to the back on purpose. Trenton, I don't think, wanted him behind him. But Walsh was determined, so those two trucks have a bit of work to do to catch back up with the pack. But they're still in the draft, so they should be okay. And 12 McBride pits by himself. That is going to hurt the 12. Going to the pit lane all by himself, will come out likely with nobody. Hughes coming down. Monahan, 24 of Tackwell, 15 Scherer, 51 of Teague, and 18 of Walsh. So half that top 10 come to the pit lane. Gives the lead to Harper Smith. They're going to blow past McBride.
Sorry, Mark, that was a bit close. I tried.
So Trenton drops to the back of this pack. And he will do so. 14 laps since these trucks came down. I'm sure we'll see him here.
14 fitting.
That's out of the second pack. Currently that pack is 19.9 seconds and dropping, with Alex Linney leading it behind the lap trucks. All these trucks in the top 10 spots still need to pit. Teague has been to the pit lane. Let's check in on Teague. Here's Teague. Monahan, Walsh are all together. Scherer's there as well, and Tackwell, so all 5 of them fairly well formed up. They need to get pushing. There is the 1, the 14, 82, 31, all on the pit lane.
Let's stay in line, try to leapfrog these guys.
We're talking about this group, I think.
Next time.
Yep, next time.
This group will try to do it on pit strategy, get back their track position as they blow past the trucks coming off the pit lane. That was trucks that pitted in that second pack. They'll go a lap down while they wait for the cycle to go around. There's Alex Linney all by himself. Linney not having a good time tonight. Trenton pitting this lap. This field able to do 16. I wonder if they can short pit the last stop. A little bit of fuel saved by going this extra lap together.
Try one more pit stop after this.
Yep, that is correct. All 5 of them make it down to the pit lane speed. Let's check in where Colin Teague is. They're over on the backstretch. Colin Teague, Joe Monahan, Chris Walsh, Chevy Scherer, Ashton Tackwell. Monahan all over the place, not giving the push that Teague probably needs. My guess is the top 5 are going to get out ahead of them. Let's check in on them. We go back out onto the track. Harper, Sneed, Mann TJ Floyd a bit far behind him. He might lose this pack. Floyd 1.8 back. He's going to lose the draft off that top 4. Unfortunately for TJ Floyd, did not get one to the pit lane very cleanly. Lost about 5 seconds just on the pit lane. Had the quickest stop of everyone, but lost touch with his group in drafting. And Trenton able to hang on to Talon and Harper, thanks to the push from Mark Mann.
Gotta push hard.
They will catch up here. Now Colin Teague and company, they're going to catch TJ Floyd.
All right, guys, got to run down.
We'll see if the groups are able to come back together. There's Floyd and there's the pack catching him. TJ will probably be best served to tack on to the end of the pack and then stay in line, wait for the next stop. The gap right now is 6.2, and TJ Floyd, of course, in that truck, so he is kind of losing ground until he gets in his pack. The pack's gap to the leader is 8.1 and dropping. And by dropping, I mean getting worse. Colin Teague just not getting the push from Monahan. Probably need to get a truck in second in this group that can push. They are losing time. Cher has been a pretty good pusher tonight. Maybe he can get up there. But the longer Monahan stays second in this line and not pushing Colin Teague, this group's just going to continue losing time in pack 2. This top 4, they're going to make it to the final stop.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
I can push you and you can take it. Let's just go.
Trenton and Mark, are you good pitting?
I'm sitting here right now. I ain't gonna stay in the line. Get the lead back. We're not gaining ground right now, though. We're losing time. We gotta get somebody pushing up there.
Yep, 89 is not getting the pushes in that is needed.
Or it could rush to the yellow. That would do.
But getting the yellow is hard to do. It's like Teague's going to move up and give some help to these guys.
Doing that did not help.
It will help in the long run if you can get pushers together.
Sorry, Alex.
The short-term goal of staying in line, not the best. Now Monahan leads. See if Walsh can give him a push. Oh, Monahan way out of shape.
Oh, don't put him in the grass. My bad.
That was scary.
My bad, sorry.
All good.
Now we'll see if TJ Floyd can push. He's behind Walsh, has Colin Teague and Tackwell.
You might go
behind
green to
him.
the finish.
He might spread out, Jar.
In the business, we call those famous last words.
Ethan Evers has joined the lead pack. He's 1 lap down in the 8. Currently running in the 18th spot. So
Not
Harper.
that it matters, Chris, but I'm just going to stay on your bumper. So if you want to say like a half a truck off the yellow so I can see it, that'd be great.
As they kill their speed going up and down. Top 4, Harper, Smith, Sneed, and Mann in this top pack here, along with the lap truck of Ethan Evers. I think that's the 93 behind him. Karlhoff? It's hard to say. He's running 4 laps down. He's the next truck on the track. And you have this pack that have been trying to get it figured out. But unfortunately for them are not really gaining much ground. It's kind of stabilized at the 16.1. Not gaining the ground they need to be gaining.
Colin, you're going to have to push. I'm pushing like 290 water temp right now. I'm going to go high in turn 1. It's up to you, Teague. The city needs you.
The city needs you. They'd have to gain a second a lap. It's just not happening. What they need is a caution.
Not sure why my temps have been getting so high.
Meanwhile, the lead pack has picked up two more stragglers. Troy Burke and Zach McBride gone a lap down, joined this lead pack. That could be important for Trenton Sneed and Mann, because while the front two have been behaving tonight, I'm sure there's still a lot of people that aren't thrilled with them. One race does not a reputation fix. So if they go student body right and decide to blow by these two trucks, it could be interesting. Still got one more stop to go. Ethan's going to pit now. I think he had to. Yeah, 15 laps since Ethan had been to pit lane. He can make it to the end from here. He's just going to lose the draft again. Only caution so far was from Alex Linney, getting up and into the outside. Top four nose to tail, plus two lappers, the Burke machine and the number 12 of McBride. Laps winding down. We're probably, I think they said 13. They want to split this in half, maybe? The point is they can make it from here if they decide to pit anytime now. It's been 9 laps since they've been to pit load. They have to come down by about 14 or 15, which is about 5 laps away. See if anyone tries to short fuel, get an advantage that way. Will Sparks still sits on the pit lane for repairs. 18 minutes and counting. Down in 21st, 22 laps down. As I say that, he disconnects. And Will Spark officially now out of the race. Getting close to pit stops, especially for Group 2. This group, 3 laps worse than the front pack. And now 7 trucks deep. There's a 24 of Ashton Tackwell joining in the 10. Walsh and Teague at the front of this thing, still not making up any ground. Actually lost more time. From what I've seen, the best pusher in this group, probably Scherer and Tackwell, but now they're at the back of this group. And they're just steadily losing time. At this point, hemorrhaging time. Going from 18 to 19 in a hurry.
When are we pitting?
This group probably has another 2 laps that they can do. TJ Floyd's going to come down now by himself. That's ill-advised. He's going to lose the draft. TJ Floyd just voluntarily gives it up. Very bizarre. I didn't think he'd know to pit with other trucks or he's going to get left. And he did not have to come down for a few more laps.
And we'll pit here in 2 laps, Alex.
Yeah, I'm pitting next spot.
Call it out and I'll come in with you.
It's this group. Alex Linney and Chris Howe. They are 17 seconds behind the pack ahead of them, but they are gaining.
Taking no tires.
As you should.
Yeah, I don't plan on taking any.
AJ Johnson leads the second pack, and they're all kinds of side-by-side racing. As the leaders go on by them. You need tires? No, you don't. You don't need tires. You just don't. There goes McBride pitting by himself off the back of this pack.
18 pitting this time. 18.
Been 15 laps for him, so that makes sense.
89 pitting this time.
I think you're going to see most of the second pack this time by, as they are now in the 15 lap count. Tires are for kids. Here comes, as I said, most of the second pack. They all hit the pit lane. This is
This time.
all trucks in the top 10. This is the group that'll be interesting to watch because they can short fuel. But if they short fuel, they might lose the other trucks in the group and get caught by the other pack. But they're so far back in that other pack, I don't see that happening. A lot of those trucks that have just pit going a lap down. That wreck that didn't bring out a caution really split things up.
31 pitted.
It's been a green flag fest ever since. Comes Edwards and Asherbrenner to the pit lane. Virtually everyone has pit now, except for this top four. They will have to pit again. So Ethan Evers is tagged on with them. Harper, Smith, Sneed, and Mann still needing a pit stop. Have to come down either this lap or next lap. It's 15 already on the ticker. Here comes some of them. Trenton's going to stay out, and that's going to bite Trenton. Mann, Harper, and Smith all hit the pit lane. Trenton Steed, while getting a lap led, going from a 5-truck pack to a 2-truck pack is really going to hurt your speed. Don't see any way Trenton stays in that lead group. As we get the pictures of the back of the pit lane. Check on the times on these stops. 5 seconds for Mann, 6 seconds for Harper, 6.8 for Smith. Best thing for Trenton would be if these trucks don't get organized. They're pretty far apart. I don't think they're far enough apart, but they are pretty far apart. Mann's got 1.7 over Harper, but Harper laying back to pick up Smith. See the gap growing there because Harper intentionally laid off to go grab Talon Smith. And now they will try to run back down Mann, who's now 2.5 seconds ahead. And Trenton hits his pit box. We'll see what he was able to do on and off pit lane. It is a 6.2 second stop for him, so right between Harper and Smith on the pit times. And he'll try to get back up to speed. There is Mann, the 3rd truck behind him. These two are not for position. That is Linney and Howell. They go flashing by. The one that's important right there. That's the leader, Mann. And that is Trenton trying to get up to speed. He's going to get out on the backstretch ahead of him. They're going to have a head of steam to catch him. But I think Trenton's going to be okay. Thankfully, Ethan was with him. And the other 2 trucks had to back off because Talon did not get off the pit lane with them. That is advantage Trenton. He's going to drop the 4th, but he's still going to have the draft. He may even only drop the 3rd as Mann's staying behind him. And Mann's going to pick him up, give him a shot in the corner. And there you go. Trenton able to stay in that main pack with 3 to go as they come to the line. Let's see if Mann and Trenton can mount a charge here. caught back up. Will they make the move to the high side, or will they stay in line? That's such a big run there. I probably would have jumped out and at least see where it would go. Trenton staying disciplined, jumps back in line. Does Talon make a move for the win? And if he does, where do the 81 and 04 go? Two laps to go from Daytona Beach, Florida. One of these four trucks likely to decide it, as Colin Teague is 27 seconds back in fifth. Been green most of this race. Coming down to it. A lap and a half to go.
Thanks for repaying the pay.
Yeah, that couldn't have worked out any better.
'89 of Monahan had a long disappearing act there. Having some connection issues as we watch the top four come out of turn number 4. We're going to have the white flag in the air as they're catching lap traffic. There goes Trenton and Mann up to the high side. Tucked back down in line as they are getting draft off of Lenny and Howell. White flags in the air. Trenton looks like he wants to try and use the pick of the lap traffic. Talon pushing his way up there, gets in front of Trenton. Now the lap traffic could play a factor, as that is a team truck to the 2 leaders at 42. Now Trenton's going to stay to the high side with help from Mann. They're going to get alongside Talon. See if they can get up to the lead here. Mann and Sneed. Sneed, Harper side by side. Highline really working for him here. They're catching another lap truck. Harper's going to go up and try to side draft. This is where wrecks usually happen. They're going to go nose to nose, bumper to bumper. Harper gets the win over Trenton. Sneed only just. What a close finish. Harper, Sneed, your top 2. Then Talon and Mann. Harper picks up the win. Sneed second by 12 thousandths of a second. Talon gets third and Mark Mann fourth. That is how it's going to finish here in the Golden Eagle Syrup Superspeedway Series. See Mann slowing it down. Harper, your winner. You can get the top 3 in for interviews, please, and thank you. Got the waiting area all ready for you. Looks like we have Trenton down in chat. Well, Trent, 12 thousandths of a second the difference between you and Harper there at the end. A little bit of heartbreak. What did you need to hang on there?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
10-4. Well, I don't know. Are you still having fun?
Do what?
Are you still having fun at least?
About the same.
Man, you sound so defeated tonight after a second place. Second place is good. You know that, right?
It's just another one that came within an arm's reach.
Yeah, but eventually you're going to win those, right? I mean, you got the championship last season.
It's been a downward spiral from there, buddy.
Yeah, but still, second is way better than 20th.
I mean, I finished ahead of Ian, so whatever that bracket thing is, that's about all I really, if I can call it, cared about. Other than that was get the dub.
You are the...
Thanks to Mark Mann going with me there. I think they were planning on using that 42 as a pick, and I think I swapped it on them in down the front stretch. They was able to side draft and door just enough to keep the inside rolling. But thanks to Mark for actually going with me there.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. You guys put on a heck of a finish. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Yeah, as always, thank my family for watching. Mom, Dad, my sister, Whitley, if you're awake, go to bed. Uncle Lee, Dad's buddy McKispy's watching, and Uncle. Sneed Tombstone Gang Farm, Tran Technologies, STC Imperium Racing, BCR Sim Products, C2X and Low Drag. They couldn't join us. They're doing that Sebring thing, so good luck to them. Thanks for the boys for having me tonight. Yeah, thank you for broadcasting, and I think that's all I got.
10-4. Well, congrats on the strong P2 run tonight. Appreciate you as always, and we'll see you back here Monday. And Johnny Outlaw reminded me, you're the only person in the bracket now without a loss.
I mean, I win.
That means that you're in the best position.
What the hell do I even win if I win that?
Well, you're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs if you're not already in it.
So not like an immediate ride to the Final Four or anything worthwhile.
I mean, making the playoffs is worthwhile, is it not?
You can do that without winning this bracket thing, though.
I mean, you can. You can also go to the Final Four without winning the bracket thing. What's your point?
I'm trying to figure out what the bonus.
Bragging rights. Tell Ian he sucks because you beat him, obviously.
Nah, I got no harsh words for Ian. He's actually been a big help for me for the past couple of days. Sucks that we both got caught up in the only caution I had to use my quick repair. He was going to do the safe route to save it, and didn't work out for him, unfortunately. Hate it. I was actually hoping that we could work together a little bit.
10-4. Well, congrats on the strong P2 run, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, sir.
Let's go find our other finishers. We have Nathan Harper in the 7 getting the win tonight. Let's actually see him down there. Nathan, DG, you got a copy?
Yes.
Well, it was a hell of a finish you and Trenton put on. 12 thousandths of a second separating you at the line. Great job holding on there with your help from your teammate. Looked like it was a lot of fun out there, and you were able to pick up the W, so that's always fun. How was it?
Well, it was, throughout this whole series, cautions, happen. And we had a smaller field tonight, and we were like, oh, this thing might actually go green. And I think there's one incident, I don't know, incident, what do you want to call it? Just a massive wreck, and literally the whole field just went under the yellow, and it stayed green. And that's what we needed. So our strategy, me and Talon, and unfortunately Alex, he was caught up in that or something. He was slower, and we couldn't really link back up with him. But our strategy was just to kind of stretch it out, and then it went green, and that went into our favor, and we were just faster than everybody else. And then he was willing to push me to the win. He had so many opportunities to go around me if he wanted to, but he didn't. He stuck with me, and the ending was that was intense.
10-4 was a good show, and I liked all the pit stops. Broke it up. You weren't just driving in circles all race long.
Yeah, that was definitely fun. I mean, well, actually, no. Last week it went pretty much green the whole way. That was fun. It was just like a regular mile and a half, but yeah, I'm glad we were able to go green all the way and let it play out. But
yeah, the only caution was Lenny getting up into the outside line and wrecking half the field.
I nearly caused a wreck before that, fouling in line, and Talon was like, "Whoa, that was a close one." I'm like, "Yeah, I could do my call-outs a little better," because I was like, "Am I clear? Am I clear?" And I just went down.
Whoops.
But we made it work.
Is definitely interesting. Congrats on the win there in the 7 truck, and you guys behaved much better tonight. I was impressed.
Yes.
Outside of Alex's
field,
issue.
that was better.
It's not always a smaller field thing. It's the aggressive thing. Like, you could have 40 trucks out here if people weren't dumbasses the whole time.
Yeah, like the dumbass blocks, man. Like, tell me about it. Couldn't be me, right?
No, never you. Never.
No, never me. Oh yeah, about that. I want to apologize for that. That was stupid on my part. I caused a big unnecessary wreck, and I shouldn't have done it. I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna go on green. I got no teammates up here, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gassing it. Got out too far, and just threw a stupid block. So yeah, I apologize for that. That was pretty dumb on my end. And hey, you block, you pay. Got an EOL. So that's what I get. And
and a wreck truck.
Yeah, red truck.
10-4.
Gen 6. Yeah, it was Gen 6 at the time. Yes.
You got the Friends Family sponsor shoutouts for us tonight?
Chick-fil-A, Labor to sponsor. I mean, I know this ain't the series, but it's the decal.
You can always shout them out.
On
They're
my
good
truck.
people.
Yeah. Golden Eagle. Talon. He could have went for the win, but he stuck with me.
Me for fixing your paint.
Yes, you for fixing my paint. It looks amazing. I'm looking at it right now. It is beautiful. I didn't even realize that was an old truck it was on. But I mean, like the white things above the space on the headlights. I kind of like that. I kind of fit with it. But I mean,
it looked like it had eyebrows. It was weird.
Yeah, I know. Did I give Alex a shout out? I think I did. Yes. We're gonna have to get him a win next week. It just sucks that he weren't able to be there with us, but.
10-4. Well, that's what happens when you wreck half the field, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Congrats on the win. Get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you. You too.
That was Nathan Harper. Let's see. I don't know if Talon ever dropped in. No, don't have Talon tonight. So there you go. Top 2 interviews. Who's still hanging out? Smart Man? Nope. Have Talon anywhere? Colin Teague anywhere? Ashton Tackwell? I'm just going down the line, wait until we find somebody. May end up interviewing Hayden. Who knows? Jeremy Scherer, TJ Floyd, Joe Monahan, Christopher Howell, Alex Linney, Alex McBride, Will Ashburner. There you go. Will's hanging out. William, DG, you got a copy? Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Well, we went down the line. Third place was not in for their interview. We went down the line until we found the next driver that's actually in driver chat. It's you at 14th.
Wow.
Yeah, so you get an interview. Hi, buddy. How are you?
Doing okay. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Looked like the truck was handling good. Just got all spread apart there and kind of killed all the pack mentality. What was it like out there with so much green flag running?
Really good. Not gonna lie, last pit stop, I thought I had unchecked my tires and wound up taking a set, so I screwed myself there.
Whoops.
Yeah, Ethan caught up to me and was kind enough to push me, and we were gaining on it. We just didn't have laps to catch the next pack of cars.
10-4 with half the field was at Sebring tonight, so it kind of was calm tonight. It wasn't as crazy as usual.
Yeah, it was a lot of green flag running. That was really fun.
10-4. I'm glad you had the fun, buddy. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
We got you. We got the Fort Worth screen printing. Oh, I forgot who's on the truck.
You're on the truck right above the window.
Yeah, me. I'm on the window.
Yeah, there's a label 12 on there. There's the McConey setup shop. There's DGSRacing.com.
Yeah, all them people.
Delta Prime's on the truck. Then if you want to go into the contingencies, it's a whole lot of people, but that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I'll let you handle all that stuff.
Well, congrats on the P14 finish, and having fun tonight. Congrats on that.
All right, thanks.
10 more. Yeah, guess we'll see an IndyCar. Like I don't know, somehow.
Yeah. No, I don't have the track, so
But you'll be
I'll just be watching on your stream.
Right, but you'll be in chat, right? Team chat.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I'll be here.
Yeah, and I'll be down there.
I ain't going anywhere.
I'm driving.
Still working
so
on pictures.
all right, bud. Appreciate everything you do for us, and I'll get on out of here and finish this broadcast. How about that? So I can jump in the car.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Will Ashburner in 14th. He was the third person we could find going down the running order, still in driver chat. So there you go, Will Ashburner. Rounding out our broadcast, let's go ahead and look at our final results as we get the ticker and scoring boxes out of the way. And Nathan Harper, Trenton Sneed, Talon Smith picking up podium finishes. Mark Mann and Colin Teague in the top 5. Then you have Ashton Tackwell, Jeremy Scherer, TJ Floyd, Joe Monahan, and Christopher Howell all there in the top 10. Page 2, Alex Linney, Zach McBride, Troy Burke, Will Ashburner, Ethan Evers, Chris Walsh, Mike Edwards, Ian Montrose, EJ Johnson, and Greg Kalhoff, your top 20. And final page, Will Spark gets the 21st position. JR Deal, we'll throw him a provisional for doing the race control for us. Appreciate everything that JR does for us over there. Thank you all for racing with us. Let's go ahead, pay the bills, show off the sponsors, and get one out of here for this broadcast, and we can get over to the IndyCar race. We have Wild Horse Broadcasting doing the Monday Night ARCA Series. Thanks so much to them for doing that. Rev Sim Shop does our Dirt Street Stock Tour over on Tuesday nights. Good time to get out on the dirt and get a little muddy. Then we have Labor 12 doing our Tuesday Night Truck Series. Appreciate the rock band out of Lubbock, Texas, and all the starting lineups that they give us too. Arc Music does our Wednesday Night Cup Series with the Gen 4 cars. Then Fort Worth Screen Printing our Xfinity Series on Thursday nights. Golden Eagle Syrup did the race you just watched here, the Superspeedway Series. And rounding out tonight will be the CTC Race Network with the Indy cars. We're going to the streets of Detroit tonight. Should be a good time. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in the next race.